Bonjour from Paris, France. We're Alicia and Nate, also known as the Passport Couple, and in our last video, we traveled from Prague to Paris after visiting with Nate's family for a week in my favorite city. This week, we're gonna be hanging out with my parents in Paris, and we have 2 full days in the Paris downtown area, and then we're heading to Disneyland Paris. On our first day in Paris, we headed out to the most iconic thing you can do in Paris, straight to the Eiffel Tower. Yay! Have you guys been in it?
We've been in it, we haven't gone to the top.
The middle level?
We've been to the middle level.
And so beautiful. It's so impressive. It's more than I could have hoped for, honestly. Fun fact, my mom is terrified of heights. Are you okay, Mom? Yep. Just freaking out. Just hang it on. Oh my gosh. We're in the clouds.
The second thing we saw in Paris was the Arc de Triomphe. It is this towering monument and it actually sits in the middle of a roundabout. So you have to go underneath
The street.
So you have to go underneath the street to actually get to the entrance, and from there climb like a million stairs.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Yes, we are. Are you kidding?
And once you are to the top, the main thing to see is all the beautiful views of Paris, of course.
We also dashed back down the stairs to make it for the 6:30 rekindling of the eternal flame that happens every single day. And it's this beautiful ceremony where they relight the eternal flame that represents all of the unknown soldiers that fight for France. Our first stop on day 2 was the Paris Catacombs, which nobody in the group had heard of, except for me. It's this huge underground tunnel system that has thousands of human bones in it. And it sounds really grotesque, but it's actually really beautiful. The walls are lined with the bones and set up in a very artistic fashion, and it's just humbling to see that many unmarked, unknown bones all in one place. It's a 1.5 kilometers walking through this underground tunnel system, and we listened to an audio guide and learned a ton about why this started and how it's still open to the public.
You go so far down. It was cold the whole time because you're so low that the temperature is just constant year round. After the catacombs, we went over to the famous, very famous Notre Dame Cathedral. And it's still under restoration from the massive 2019 fire. And even though you can't go inside right now, it's still very beautiful from the outside. And there's an exhibit really all around it that shows the restoration efforts. And it takes like almost an hour just to walk it and read it, but it's so fascinating. The level and detail to which they're restoring the cathedral is just mind-boggling. I can't remember how it's being funded, but it's being restored based on donations. So it just goes to show the importance of the Notre Dame Cathedral to Paris.
And our last stop in the heart of Paris was one of the largest Christmas markets in the Paris area, La Magie de Noël at the Tuileries Garden, which is right by the Louvre Museum. This Christmas market was more like a carnival with rides and games and of course tons of good food and drinks.
And talking deer.
Oh, it doesn't show signs of stopping.
Singing.
And singing deer.
Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Okay, now for the best part. Disneyland Paris. We went there.
Do you have anything else or is that it?
No, that's it. Just show the montage. Bonjour from We actually found a really good deal, and that's what kind of sealed the deal for us to go. This deal was for 3 days park hopper plus 2 nights at a Disney hotel on property for both of us for $450.
It was the Cars Hotel. I think we're the only full-blown adults without children there.
My poor parents.
They were very much like, they're cool with it. Thanks, Tina and Mark. With the package we purchased, we had Magic Hour, which is truly magic. And if you're going to any of the parks, we highly recommend it. It's just basically an hour in the park before it even opens. And the lines are almost non-existent. It's crazy. You just walk right up to your favorite ride and you're on within minutes.
It was amazing. I think all of our favorite ride probably was Thunder Mountain, which we have at Disneyland Anaheim, but the one in Paris is just epic. You actually go through a tunnel under the water. To go to an island that the ride is located on. That was our favorite ride by far, and we got to see a beautiful sunset from that ride as well.
Talk about the Buzz Ride.
I want to talk about the Buzz Ride.
I don't want to talk about the Buzz Ride.
So
nothing to tell here.
The Buzz Ride is another one of our favorites, especially as a group because it's so competitive. You get to sit with a partner and shoot at all the targets as you go through, and the person with the high score wins. And I am so good. I got into like the 300,000 range at one point.
8,500!
300,000! I made it to the 300.
I am terrible at this ride and I don't know why.
Those blasters. It's been an honor serving with you. Check
I even wore my glasses on one of the rides, which I don't usually just wear my glasses. It made zero difference. I think I got less points with my glasses on than without.
He's so bad. I think he had like 13,000 one time.
So far, so she says that you don't need to go to the hospital.
Okay.
That he cleaned up and just like, you know...
Okay, that's wonderful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Diego?
First aid incident.
No. There's no need to talk about how the fact that I slammed my finger in a door and had to have medical attention for Alicia. She was very worried.
It was bleeding so much. Overall, we really, really loved the Disneyland Paris park. It was such an awesome experience, especially going with my parents, because we used to go when we were kids all the time, and all four of us had been to Disneyland and California Adventures prior to traveling. And there's just nothing that beats that original Disneyland Anaheim feel. Like, it's just so magical. And Paris was awesome, but it just wasn't quite the same. And that was it. Our 5 days in Paris with my family went so fast. But I'm so glad that they made the last minute decision to come visit us on this trip. It was so much fun, and I'm so glad we got to do it with them.
And if you like seeing our adventures in Paris, please hit the like button below. And if you want to stamp your passports with us again,
make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
oh my God.
Oh, looking good, babe. How do I look?
Great. That's a minute trail of dust, Mark.
I was going 25 kilometers per hour, baby.
Boom.
Oh, there's a car.
Your hair shows it.
Really?
Yeah.
Here we go.
It's time.
Christmas to all.